couldn't be a better place to start, at least not anymore Inferno. We saw so much of that in the previous 6 days. A couple of floating hands to take us straight into the game, and it is going to be Vici on the CT side looking to defend. They're going to get very aggressive early, though, over towards Ivy. That of green smoke as well is going to allow this push coming from Koshak all the way through, but the Spam is not going to be able to connect in the end.
Vici trying to scramble to rotate in around the side. Advent's got the kid.
Oh, and straight through the smoke. It is going to be Zoking falling into the trap. Jam Young as well is not going to be able to hold, and it is the teams on the Glocks hitting everything as well. Koshak finds himself the second, does have the P2K in hand as well. So much stronger than the Glock also. So Orman in a 1v5, it's looking very rough for him to try to get back in, but just with the smoke and that flash, he is going to try to carry it into the next round and fight for his life.
That's a pistol strat that we've seen work for RG so many times.
Yeah, and
always just tough.
The Sixers know that it's coming as well, but
yeah, they just can't do
anything
anything about it. That's the hallmark of a good strat, really, isn't it?
Yep.
You know it's coming, but you can't defend it.
Maybe a lack of preparation, or just a lack of understanding of how to play it. Jam Young was in a strong position, just couldn't hit his shots, and that was unfortunate. Lots of pressure on the defense there.
CT side pistol is pretty important to win on train as well. So you want to get yourself rolling. Kaze's actually been dropped to scout. By
It's a
Advent.
nice angle.
Advent's so generous, man.
They spotted Vici off, but ooh, and that spray is going to run out of bullets in the end, so Orman managed to find himself a singlet stuck on the ladder. He's only good for a single of his own, but it is Kaze popping off with that scout, finds himself the double, looks for more as well. Couldn't quite land another shot, but as he goes wide, it's ball to try to bring it back. 2v1 now, they know exactly where Event is. Oh! Repeating again, he is going to be mopped up eventually there by your boy Equal, who finds himself with 3k up against the force fight. Vici looked very strong there. Will they force again off the back of all that damage?
No, no
Surely
way.
not.
But I really liked Orman dropping Kaze a scout in that round. That's the kind of, and then with the P250 even get some work done. I mean, that's the kind of value that Orman brings to your team. Just a selfless player. Always does everything he can to ensure the team wins. Advent, rather. Why am I saying Orman? I always get the A names mixed up, but I know what I meant to say.
Bit awkward.
I'm singing Advent's praises because no one else will.
Of course, of course, of course. And here we are, Zoking. Hiding here at Sandwich. So, 3-1 for Equal. And that is the box completely encapsulated. X-Pro finds himself double with P2s. He will get mopped up, and there's a chance for Advent to find his rifle, but it is going to be Equal. Positioned nicely to get that trade. And Orman in a 1v4, not a lot to do in the round, except maybe find some extra damage. But that will not happen for the moment.
So Vici, a little bit of damage done in the last round, but this time it's looking like RG, they're going to be heading forward with a lot of rifles. So, their economy is going to start to build up. Vici will have a very, very solid buy heading into this next one though. So, that could be where this game really starts to change, particularly with how much money Kaze's got built up. He's going to get that AWP and all the util. I want to see if RG do a set strat in this round. A lot of the time, first gun round, they will do a bit of a set strat, whether it's that fast outers, or they go fast through upper ramp and quick go into inner, or whether they'll just run a slower default. I would much more prefer to see them lean towards a fast strat, because you're well aware that Kaze is going to get his little mitts on the AWP, so you want to try and avoid that for as long as possible.
Well, IG already well on the way to getting all of the T-sided rounds rather that they need. Forward towards the B side, making a lot of noise there towards Brown Halls, and they're just going to go out, drive completely. CT gets caught in the open, but Jam Young manages to find himself the double. Fighting for his life, gets behind the coil just in time. Favouring him almost much. He does as well, holding like a champion. Vadim with the AWP finds himself singular, but Kaze is going to look slightly sharper on the AWP of his own. 1v4 now, Koshak wants to try to bring it back. But Jam Young has already dealt so much damage. Orman could go down for free. Spots the info though. Placement on the nade. Koshak will now be aware. Crosshair placement on the peak. We'll find A headshot. And that's going to be Zoking closing out the round in the end.
And IG, they will be able to drop one gun over to old mate X-Pro. Let's see. Okay.
Lots of T going everywhere at the moment. All over the walls, but it is equal to try to bring it back as well. 3v2. Flying and Jafala looking like they are going to be English breakfast as they make their way through sandwich. Oh, angle is found. Back to the 2v2, and surely not. Surely they don't clutch it from here. Kaze going to hide his little head. Spots in the end. Equal on his way well towards the ace. But that bomb is going to be left stranded at T-Con.
Jamyoung's in a position though where he can find one of these players, caught him off in the side. Oh, through the smoke.
Gets the time as well. Off the 1v1. Flying. He wants to get revenge.
He's got to get that bomb though first. So that's going to stall him out for a little bit.
Jamyoung, he's going to go for the hard read as well. Just hiding all the way down Old Bomb, slowly making his way towards B. Flying, making the hard read.
Alright. Flying is going to go.
What's your favourite kind of tea, Pilly?
Hot tea.
Hot tea. Ah, of course, of course.
Definitely hot tea.
Yeah, hot tea of his own. Whoa. Almost mopping up Flying. He's going to be soaring his way down towards the bottom ramp. Jamyoung seems to be aware, but he goes very wide. Oh, makes it work in the end. And he will win the 1v2.
This guy's nuts.
Big reads. Big shots.
This guy's really good.
Just put a second on the board for Vici.
He didn't have a kit. He just pushes straight in, gets it done for Vici.
The 18-year-old monster clutching that one out. And look at that. It was all equal in that round for IG. Being denied the ace. And the trade potential was just not there for IG in the end.
He's having a hell of a game for IG. It's good to see. He's going to go for the hero, AK Mac. He's really feeling it. Pistols and armor with util. To just have RG sort of even up their money, give themselves a good chance at winning this round. And sandwich smoke comes out from IG. Looking like they're going to go for an outside split through Ivy.
Equals almost on the triple digits. Oh, the double digits. Triple digits, I've never seen that obtained in an official match. Triple double. Getting very lost for a moment. IG not making too much noise. It's going to be X-Pro. Oh, finished off by that edge of Shaw. Couldn't get back to safety. And the utility find the first pick. Look at the timing as well. Orman, perfect positioning, finds himself a double in the end. He does re-aggress. 3v5. It's going to be very difficult for IG to get back in the round.
They do only have the pistols. They're just getting picked off right and left. Vici's playing so well. They might even close out this round with 5 players alive.
They will get out lower, but they're not going to make it past those rifles at all. The Orb of Kaze again just causing some destruction. And that is going to be the scores tied at 3 apiece. Vici fighting their way back. And now they've got that momentum. IG will be back on the guns, and they've been doing a good job of getting into some sneaky positions, but just not able to close it out. So Jamyoung managing to make this position possible after that clutch before.
Here comes another buy for IG though.
last one single-handedly won by Orman.
Yeah, Vici, multiple players really stepping up here. They're all looking pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a scary prospect for a team like IG. But so far, I mean, sure they got the pistol, so they're not really trading rounds in terms of the guns. We're going to need to see a larger sample size for them before we can sort of determine if that's happening. But off the back of going for the Hero AK in the last, Equal has to go down to an ump.
What was that one from flying? That's just a full progression smoke.
Oh yeah, it's progression in Ivy. We've seen that a lot so far.
No defenses here. Only Zoking peering from the top of green. Flash goes towards T-Con, trying to be retrieved as Kaze to miss a shot. You don't say that too often. Opportunity going to miss again. Cross too strong. Molly as well is going to force him back into Sandwich. He's spotted this cross as well. The team is going to be in such a strong position, but too much down as Advent holding with that org of his own. But Puke Equal finding another. It's going to be Jam Young left in a 1v1 again. The trades. Vici positioning, oh, is strong, but the spam not quite mopping up Koshak. He's been very good this week so far. Makes the timing on the cross, and he will go for this rotation.
Jam Young's just hiding under the ladder, he's not budging. So Koshak's going to get this bomb down on inner for free, and if he hits the timing right, he could even smoke off that CT connector and stop Jam Young from getting out. Instead, he's going to smoke near the bomb train. Can't be sure of where Jam Young can or can't be. This time, Jam Young's got a kit, though.
Oh, but he's going to go and sit in the smoke, hoping that there are going to be some sound cues for him to work the timing. It's not going to be a strong position to be in unless... Oh, this one's almost worked out, but the ladder going to be caught out this time. And it's Koshak to clutch it. The single frag that mattered the most to put a fourth on the board for IG.
Vici's money's a bit shaky at the moment. There was only one alive for IG in the last round though, so buying up and breaking their money here could be absolutely huge for Vici. Will be the AWP on Kaze. Glass cannon.
X-Pro, even after the round being won, he's only on that Deagle. Works the timing, and Orman goes down for free. No CTs even close to trade. IG now with this man advantage may just be able to trade it out, but it's going to be hard. They still have to get past that AWP of Kaze.
See if they can do it. Got the man advantage back.
Push coming out. IG front close. So the CTs. Advent going forward with that UMP. Only finds himself the singular in the end, but it is just left in a 1v3. Surely he could give this one a good hot crack. Finds himself the double in the bomb as well, but he does run through the smoke straight into the arms of Flying, who catches him, gives him that old bear hug, and says thank you for a 5th round. IG win it in the end, but again, so much damage has been done to the economy.
That's the second time that they've won that critical 1v1 that just breaks the CT side's money, right?
Yeah.
So good. Actually, it's going to be the buy again.
They are aware that IG's in such a stinky situation as well.
Yeah, they know, but even if they like won a round like this, it wouldn't be cleanly, and
No.
they wouldn't build up much money unless they recover a whole bunch of AKs from IG. So you're breaking the opponent's money, but at the same time, yours is still in the bin. I don't know. Is it really worth it? I guess we'll find out.
They are going to back themselves as the stronger aimers. Will they be right in doing so? The team gets back just in time. Barely surviving, fully blinded.
I like the push through Ivy as a response to IG as well.
Kaze jumps around the corner and then hops straight back. So he will survive. Could get some form of damage done with the scout here, but one bullet unarmored is all it's going to take down Kaze.
It's like they're going to get this outer split rolling. Just a second. Dark side, actually.
Oh, and the back Norman straight through, but he can't land anything. Flying still on 64 after the engagement. Heavy spotted there. The Deagle looking to get damage done. Jam Young at the bottom of the stairs, but it is going to be Kaze to find himself a singular. Looking to bring it back to a 3v4. Up at heaven, though, after repositioning, may just be able to work another line, but I'm not sure if the barrel has been spotted. X-Pro is going to try to get underneath, but it's Vadim chucked down. The T in the corner, so isolates that 1v1. Jamming as well with an Eagle, gets some damage done. Eagle's very low, will be finished off. This is going to be a 1-for-1, and Jam Young in a 1v2 again. May just be able to make this one work, but the T's playing this one perfectly. Koshak, he's gone for the Raptor T-Con, waiting for the bomb to be tapped before having to make a move. Vadim as well, able to cover the cross.
At some point, Vici, you gotta sort of let it go. You know, you can't just keep forcing and trying to break the opponent's money every single time.
Well, they can have a hero Krieg at least.
That's good.
Into the next, but that's going to be 6 already for IG on the team.
For sure. Looked like Vici was looking pretty impressive. I'd say they're looking quite sharp individually, but this T side for IG, I mean, it just comes down to it. They're winning all the clutches.
That's it. Jam Young will at least fight for his right to have that Krieg into the 10th round, but that is about all that Vici will have. Surely they're not going to force again. I really hope they don't. They're going to show some discipline here. Only upgrading to a Deagle, P250, a couple of bits of util on the belts. What are they going to do? Going for Advent Solo and B, 4-man stack at A, and hoping that Jam Young can get put into a position of defense, and that's exactly what he's going to do. But an Idiot Wall, barely gets back behind the smoke, because now there is a vaccine going out, but Vadim gets that trade, and that rifle's in a position that's going to be so hard to retrieve, but they've managed to get Kaze with his hands on it already. They've tried to avoid the Krieg by going over to Brown Halls. But IG looking indecisive.
No, they're going back towards themselves, so it's definitely going to be an outer split with Vadim over here to T-Con.
Kaze solo, so all of the pistols are just going to be mopped up. Zoking, over at Hell though, running in the corner, may just be able to catch the T's off guard. There's an animation. Once he gets the shot, no. Tank punch coming out. He will go down eventually, but it is a 1-for-1 in the end, and that's going to be Kaze now in a 1v3. So it's about all she wrote. Kaze not looking like he's going to tempt fate, just wants to make sure that there is a slightly buffed economy going forward. Jam Young as well with 4K in the bank is going to be able to purchase an AWP for Kaze, so it will be a good trade-off in the end.
Yeah, Vici's built up a lot of loss bonus, so they're going to be able to get a super sick buy on the board. Problem for RG is that they just drop guns every time that they're winning these rounds. It comes down to the clutch every time.
Yeah.
Winning all those 1v1s, winning a 2v1 the other round where they lost a gun, so only one player surviving, means that they've never really had a chance for this money to build up.
And heading into the 11th round, it's getting towards the end of the half, so if they lose a singular and Vici keeps some guns alive, it is going to be smooth sailing for them to get back in the game, at least here in the first half. Vici, they are going to have a bit of a chinwag, decide what they need to do to deal with IG, because IG looking quite dominant at the moment. But as you've said, these rounds are coming down to the wire most of the time.
Yeah, they're just coming down to the clutches, really. But at the end of the day, that's CS. If you're not winning the clutches, then you're not winning the game.
Equal, he's done a good job. Strong start with 12 kills, but he was on 9, I think, 4 rounds in. Jam Young on 131 ADR at the moment.
That is nuts.
Dishing out big damage. Something that we haven't seen too much of is a big thing. Who's been hit? Especially on a map like Train as well. Ooh, wow. Has been a change in pace. Flying, he's already out upper. Spreading his wings and cracking open the bomb site. This is going to be hard for Vici to retake as well. On the rifles, IG, they've caught everyone off guard as his rotations have been funneled through CTCon. As well, going to try to wrap his way through. Zoking finds a single, but Kaze's gone down. Big pick for IG. They are in very strong post plans. Advent finds another onto X-Pro. The CTs have used the last of their utility. They are aware that this flank could be coming in. Koshak, he made it before, but he's going to lose the engagement. That's going to leave so much pressure on Equal and Vadim to try to clutch it. 3v2. Lowers has not been spotted, but now it's going to be Equal in 1v3 on the bomb. It's going to be stuck, but the defense is there. And Vici successfully retake with 3 rifles alive, including the AWP being retrieved in the end. That is going to be good for the economy heading forward. And just as we were speaking about, look at IG's economy. It's almost in the bin.
Equal and Flying particularly are lacking the cash. Equal's going to have to go down to an ump. Flying have them at 10. So definitely not the best of buys for IG, and if they lose this round as well, then their economy will be well and truly cooked.
What's the utility going to be spent towards T-Con for Vici? It has not stopped the push from IG. Vadim on the line. He's going to be able to lay the trap and hit it as well. Koshak finding another on Zoking, and everything crumbling for Vici already. Halder, Advent, and Jam Young. Who is going to step up and bring Vici back in the round?
It's going to have to be someone. Advent, he's in the key position to do it. If he shuts down this Ivy push, that could be all she wrote for IG.
Off angle as well. That line had already previously been cleared, so it's off the singular. Back for more, but that is going to be a mistake made. Kaze will be able to stop this Ivy push, but there is a man coming up in the ball spotted. Kaze doesn't hit the mark though. He's going to be locked into bomb. Oh, he's going to whip, and there's an opportunity. Kaze now brings it to the 2v3, looking for some more, but it's not going to work out. Jamyoung goes through the smoke, but he is going to go into multiple crosshairs. So the crossfire too strong from IG in the end. Positioning perfect, and they will find themselves the 8th crucial round, which is the majority, but this is exactly what they had yesterday up against Tyloo, and they still managed to choke on Train.
It's true, but this isn't the 3rd map in the series. This isn't against old mates Tyloo, who they've had some issues closing out games against in important matches. This is against Vici in the 1st match of the series, and they are front running. So it's a little bit different of a mentality at the moment, I would imagine, for IG.
You've got a very creative imagination most of the time.
What do you mean?
You know what we spoke about earlier?
Well, I don't know. We speak about a lot of things, Mac.
Exactly.
I don't know what you're trying to get at here, Mac.
I don't know, I just wanted to stare you in the eyes and see what you did. But
you want me to give you a kiss or what? What's
no,
going on here?
no, I'm a taken man. Billy, stop trying to hit on me. We are on a live broadcast.
Here comes IG. They're coming in for the kiss towards the inners.
Oh, and it's going to be Jamyoung looking to hash his way to victory. He'll fall back, gives up some form of map control. That flash is big. IG again. This fast strat at inners going to work almost until Jamyoung stops in their tracks. Now tries to make a rotation around, but it is Vadim ready for that kill as well. 5 HP. Still needs to make his way over towards the site there. Wants something else. On the edge of the smoke. Flying, clearing the way. What looked like a round that should have been easy pickings for Vici. IG fight their way right back. The MP9, a very crucial position here, but is not ready for Flying to continue on forward. And Flying, we made him a highlight player for a reason, and it's rounds like that. 2-man disadvantage, picks himself up that 4K, and IG are almost on double digits. T-side Train. First half.
That's huge. Like, they are just absolutely dominating Vici, and that's not something that we've really seen from them yet. BG heading into the 14th round. They're going to go for the 15th round. In terms of the buy, this round is just going to be the half investment. Advent's got himself a Zeus.
It's not going to reap any rewards. That nade will finish him off as he couldn't get out of the hidey hole. Zoking very close to 5-7. Managed to find himself the headshot. Could be able to get something else. Oh, Vadim down to 13 HP. Wants to go for the repeat as well. But Zoking might have already done enough damage. Huge impact in the round. X-Pro opens up that B site though. Jam Young is unable to connect this time. With that AK, Vici heading into the final round, it might just be crucial to save instead. Because if he does, Zoking, with the round loss bonus, will have enough to purchase an AWP for Kaze, which will be crucial.
It's a big difference when Kaze has the AWP for Vici and when he doesn't. But I have to say, the man who's been doing a lot of the heavy lifting, so they have been contributing across the board. But Jamyoung's been outstanding so far.
Well, he's at the top of the scoreboard for Vici for a reason. Working with Bianca and doing a very good job of it as well. It is just those retakes, which has worked one time. Yeah, so some extra damage done. Oh, but he can't get a rifle out of the hands of the T's. Put himself in a very precarious position, but he does survive.
Usually you see a new addition in form of a youngster put straight into an entry fragger role or, you know, some firepower position, but Jam Young is a hard lurker on the T side, he's an anchor on the CT side. He's got a pretty unique skill set for a young player. It's good to see.
Well, strengths are being played to for the team so far. Unfortunately, the old guard, letting the ball be dropped. Zoking, he's going to have something to say, but Dean, though, on the edge of the smoke, he's going to work the line. Orp, it is Kaze. Just get away unscathed at the moment. But Advent, he pushes the guard in here over towards the bottom of heaven. Trying to fight way out. Jam Young comes in as well to have a crack in the round. It's 2v4. Still win a ball. Oh, shot there through the edge. Kaze spots the information, knows that someone's going to be in T-Kong. Jam Young has been dealt with. And on top of two, Kaze cannot quite connect. Doesn't hit the trigger in time. Big half from IG. 11 on the T side. Vici, they looked quite strong, but just not strong enough.
Every single one of those clutches went RG's way, and the CT economy suffered because of it. RG's just putting Vici straight in the bin. This is a very impressive performance on trade.
Decimation so far, but we'll see if they can close it out. That was the thing they had trouble doing yesterday. And that'll happen in the second half, which is on another side of this break. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back shortly, and don't go anywhere.
They can try, but can do it like Vinny. Yeah, no permission. I got it.
No pulse and all alone. Time's not kind and it won't let go. No thoughts left in my head. My mind's not mine and it won't forget. But you bring me back from my darkness black. Cause the soul in me and the heart I have for you. It bleeds for you, it bleeds again. Oh, you bring me to life. 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 Bring me to life. Oh, you bring me to life. Now you bring me back to life. Bring me to life. No.
Hands down to my side, tied to run on a faulty line. I'm safe, only, even though we burn from the light I bleed. Does she bring me back? Not a heart attack could take away all the love I had for you. It bleeds for you, it bleeds again.
Hello and welcome back to ESL Pro League for the halftime show with Mac and Pilly. It's been a big week and it's been a big day, big game so far, and it's only the first map.
I mean, it might not be lasting very much longer. 11-4 on the T side of Train. That is a massive performance from IG.
Almost unheard of.
Yeah, like Vici, I can't even say that they like hugely dropped the ball. It seemed like specific duels were really not going their way.
Yeah.
And every single clutch just went Vici's way. And they broke the CT side economy. It felt like Vici kind of couldn't catch a break, but at the same time, that's not me making excuses for them. IG played very up to par.
Even looking at the odds there, Vici are not going to be able to catch a break from Bedway either. But now, second pistol coming in, and Vici with a very fast approach. Kaze, that Molotov is going to burn Koshak alive, and they've taken full control of Ivy here. The rotations are coming in from IG. Will they get there in time? Can they position themselves effectively? X-Pro here. The Gold Bomb is going to get his head ripped off by Kaze. Zoking finds the singular as well, but Flying has something to say about it. Orman, the singular on to equal, and it's just going to be Flying in a 1v4. Some damage done to Zoking could allow him to go down quickly, but a lot of eyes on this con position, and it should be all she wrote for IG in the round. Vici looking like they have secured themselves that 5th round.
Flying just going to try and hold on to a couple of grenades. Don't know if he's going to be able to do so, though.
Well, we'll see. T's not too fussed about going towards him at the moment. And no one is going to be able to get that free upgrade to the helmet either. Everyone tagged up with the body armor.
Not yet.
He's going to allow Orman to find himself another.
And
Good
a smoke.
Good hunt. And, $300 reduce. Off the back of that util pickup.
Good to see. Alright, well, that was much needed for Vici, undoubtedly. They
Yep.
need to get things rolling on this T side. They need to have a, well, just as good as of a T side as IG did to be able to actually even up this game.
Both teams winning their pistol on the T side as well.
Yeah, that really sets you back on the CT side, and it was that sort of first setback that just compounded and continued to haunt Vici time and time again. Every single time they tried to recover in terms of the money, it came down to a close round and they lost, and their money was reset. They had to wait, lose another round, build up their cash again, buy up, and again they lost a 1v1.
Things here in this round. There was that early tag onto Orman with the nade because he was down towards half HP. That was light pickings for equal to get that man advantage. Flying in a very close range angle with that Deagle. Could get the spam. He's found the first on the headshot. One more body shot for all he needs, but it's X-Pro as well, just stopping Zoking from getting back to safety. He wants to fight some more as well, only down to 80. The bomb still needs to be picked up, but Advent now has to try to fight his way out of this one. 1v4, and the CTs are going to collapse. X-Pro, big round from him. 2 big picks. Jafala, Flying, Koshak all having the hand in the pie, and that is going to be the upset there in the second. Those scouts are very crucial.
1,500 in the bank across most of Vici. This is a worst case scenario situation that they're in. 3.5k for Orman. I mean, he can't even get AK and armor unless he, or a Krieg and armor, unless he wants to go down to like head armorless, which gets the CT side. You definitely don't want to be doing that. I think best case scenario, they get Orman on a bunch of utility, maybe a Galil or a SMG, and they go for a fast strat with the pistols to try and catch RG off guard. The problem with that, though, is they're going up against an economy full of utility. Very solid buy on this CT side. So it's going to be hard to fully commit through all of those mollies and nades. It's going to be the SG.
3.
Yeah, well, it was dropped by Orman over to Kaze in what's the word? He swapped it for the D. That's what it was. They did a bit of swaps. It was a Gumtree by swell swap. Oh my god.
Makes it work in the end. Thought he was going to miss that one.
There you go.
Missed his opportunity initially, but brought it straight back.
That's man advantage. Oh. They needed it. This is going very well for them.
Just what Vici need to stay in the game. And Flying with that UMP wants to move back, so he's out of danger's way. But with that UMP, you know, the range not there with the weapon. Aggression from Koshak as well is going to get a lot of information as the rotation did go towards Whitehall's. And that is going to trigger Vadim to make his way towards that B site as well. Flash comes out. Flying. Wants to get the molly off. It's a little late. He get caught off guard. The uppers push was very strong indeed. So Jam Yum finds himself a singular. Nothing more though. Vadim with the body tag on Kaze. Could make this round dangerous, but CT's fight this one anyway. Koshak not actually going to fight because his eyes were on the ground looking to retrieve, I think it was a Krieg there. But that is going to be Zoking finding the angle. 4 alive, and Vici could not have asked for more here in the 19th round. 18th, rather.
So IG, they're going to buy up in response. Full commitment to just the back and forth economy. Actually, Vadim, he could have gone for a rifle there, but instead, he's not going to full commit to this. Flying isn't either. 2 of them are going to keep their money high, while everyone else full commits to the buy. Maybe that's because they want to go for a double AWP later on. They do have the round count to play with it. Vici just throwing some utility to try to cause the rotations from IG.
Shadow will be spotted. Zoking tries to pounce, but he's going to be punished. Close range with the CZ. Deadly weapon. Jamming on the trail. Gets tagged down to 31. The repeat from Koshak is good as well. Crossfire with the scout. Very powerful here for IG. Bringing it to a 4v3. Potential for a boost. The bomb is going to be secured on the ground at the A site. Singular.
Kind of just looks like IG is looking for damage at this point. They are going to hold on to the scouts. I don't think they're going to commit to this.
X-Pro looking at that wallbang over towards SL.
Can you penetrate that with a scout?
You can. I've got damage from there before.
It's rip.
And it really hurts. And you think, why am I taking damage anyway? CT is going to move on forward into crosshairs. X-Pro, beautiful shot. That man jumps for something. Looking for another kill. A bit hungry himself, but the cover's there from Orman. As Vici keep the journey alive and find themselves a 7th.
I almost would have rather see them keep the scout into the next round, honestly, Mac, but I guess they're not interested. Either way, IG, after 3 of them fully investing in that last round, they won't commit to the buy here. Just going to, again, buy some pistols to do a little bit of damage to Vici before they buy up in the next. Vici again with a first time I haven't seen Zoking cake his enemy and actually clean up the frags.
Well, Paddy with that, and again, surrounded just the right time. That 4th one was quite nuts. Eco frags are plenty. He's going to drop the ball in the end, flying with the double. The bomb is down in the open, but he could not go and secure it as Kaze was laying in wait from T-Con on the line, holds it effectively. And that's 8 now for Vici. We're starting to close that gap between them and IG.
But IG, here's a proper buy. Still a 4-round gap between IG and Vici. Vici's got some hard work to do to even up this round count. But here's where it really starts to get difficult now that the CT side starts to build up that cash. What an aid onto Zoking. X-Pro often does a really good job of holding this SL position for IG on the CT side, so he's a person to keep your eye on. Vici just slowly taking control of inners. Very spread out approach. Looks like they're lining up some smokes on those outside dumpsters, so this is probably going to be an SL split, Mac.
3-2 setup. He's going to leave that A side slightly defensive. X-Pro fully blinded, doesn't matter. Has the perfect crosshair placement and spam. He's going to go down Zoking, hit straight back. 2 CT trying to fight for the art here, but it's not quite going to work. And again, Koshak finding the singular equal as well, getting the headshot to the Advent, knowing that someone's gone out towards Blue Train. But it is going to be Orman, bringing it back to a 2v1. And they are aware of Flying's position. Over towards that B site, not committing to the plant. They'll try to play the time, but it's a matter of who is going to make their move first. Orman, can he hit the flick? Waiting. Oh, a little bit too slow on the reaction. And that is going to be the bomb down in the open as well. But Flying, he's happy to leave it and go for the rotation.
How has that happened?
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea.
What a spot as well. Like, how much more effective of it would it be for him to be somewhere like Olaf instead of on top of the train, open to everything?
Open position. Exactly. And look at the timing for Flying. It's perfect. He makes that rotation and catches Vici sleeping. That is going to be a 5-round lead again. IG on to 13 and edging ever so close to victory.
That's the kind of round that you very rarely see Vici throw away.
Yep.
And, you know, that's something I'd expect to some of the other Asian teams, but Vici,
No.
come on, lads.
Never. Ooh, Advent,
Where's
he's
that
got
come
some
from?
financial woes at the moment. Orman went straight into that buy without having a second thought. Kaze with 7k though should be able to drop an AK over, although he's not going to. Goes for that AWP.
They really want to break RG's money again, and that's
Yep.
what got them into so much trouble in the first half.
But if it does happen, that is a good way for Vici to close the gap. Unfortunately for Vici, IG still have that round loss bonus worked up.
That's
Vici's
right.
put a few on in a row.
I mean,
the previous.
they'd only get 1 or 2 before the next buy comes in, and then it only gets worse from there.
Well, Flashes traded, Ivy control going to be the priority for both teams. Orman, though, gives it up and plays the long angle. Spam has the CTs to know that there is going to be a passive approach towards the A site, but the rest of the boys for Vici through brown holes, trying to fight for these lines, investing utility.
They're going to go for this in as XX. X-Pro is playing retake with the Scout. Vadim's on the rifle. They don't have any utility to really slow this down. They're just going to have to try and pick at Vici as they go in. But Vici doesn't look like this is going to be a full commitment. This is going to be some kind of a double pump. They're going to try and play with RG's rotations here.
We'll see if they get caught off guard, though.
There's a smoke deep into CT connector, but they're not going to commit off that. And then I'd imagine they're going to apply pressure back towards Ivy and SL potentially.
But the bomb's still here at brown holes. Might just be the double pump like you did mention before. Equal, good position to hear this one, though, as he tries to hold
What is
control
this?
of SL.
Are they going back to Arda?
This just looks like indecision.
What's the call? Advent, come on, mate.
Where we going? 30 seconds. You've got to clear a lot of things out because no one's dead yet. On the ladder, though, Zoking makes it work. Kojak won himself the double. Good hold with UMP. Takes full control of T-Con as well because the T's aren't here. Now, Vadim is going to be up on the bomb train as well. Flicks around, has an opportunity, but it's Orman to finish him off. 2v3. Still some time to get this bomb planted, but will the CTs make their move? Flying can't quite deny the bomb plant, but he will find an angle. It's Kaze, though, on the AWP to connect. Orman as well, taking down Koshak, and now it's all onto X-Pro, who's very far away, and here's the least equipped here for IG. Scout, no armor.
They've finally broken him.
What is this position?
How long has it taken, though? Vici's finally broken him. The key kill really was that SL kill onto X-Pro. If he doesn't go down to SL, that round's over. Like, the amount of just indecision that was going on there. Just back and forth. Are we going inners? Are we going outers?
Equal. X-Pro didn't play SL this round.
It was equal.
Yes.
There you go.
And maybe that's why SL wasn't hold correctly.
Oh, why did I say X-Pro? He's literally a live.
Yeah.
Having trouble with the names today, Mac.
Was it, you were saying X-Pro was the one that is usually the SL player?
I think he is.
Yeah, well, it wasn't that round because he had a scout, and when you're scouting, it's going to be very hard to control SL. So, bit of a reposition, and that weakens the defenses of IG, apparently, because Vici, they're back in the game.
Why has Flying got armor?
Misclick, maybe. Armor USB, solid strat.
Are they double saving?
I'm not sure, but X-Pro, he's got himself trades favouring Vici at the moment. And in a 3v2, there's potential for a scary round. And the Europeans, the Ruskies, they are looking for some kind of line. It's almost back to the 1v1 in the end. Kaze wants to try to spot those CTs, but here's the angle. He wasn't spotted retreating there. And another bink comes out. That was so dangerous for Vici.
That was so much damage. It wasn't even that much of an investment out of IG, and they took so much damage. They dropped so many guns.
Massive.
You can't afford to do that when you're on a comeback train, Mac. Regardless, it will be the double. It's going to be the double eco for IG, so that's going to give Vici's economy a chance to build up again here, because they didn't do it last round.
They did not. Flying. Trying to close the distance. Oh, surely he's not going to go up there. Does he work the timing? These Ts are not appropriately positioned for some aggression. If IG do this, that would be redonkulous. Off angle as well, straight below the ladder. May not favour him if he wants to try to get away. But two different crosshairs, both going to be positioned appropriately for a jump peak to go straight across. Ivy uncontested as well. Koshak far back with the M4. And Vadim, you can see he's on that scout. No armor again. We're going to play those long angles.
I mean, they did so much damage to Vici in the last round, so They want to continue doing that. They want to keep the economy nice and low so that when they buy up in the next, they can break the money.
Half investment. And Flying now is about to continue up the ladder. And he's going to work the timing. This is information. He's going to find himself in singular. Will he expect the second man in this position, though? He could think he could go down himself for free. Oh, checks it. Good fundamentals. No mistakes made at the moment. Fala going to be stuck in the goes up the ladder. Can't quite hit the final deathly blow as Jam Young survives, finding himself two. Vadim and X-Pro now on the scouts are going to hit back, though. Vadim, what else can he do? Well, he's hitting lots of heads, and now it's a 1v1 against him and Zoking. Here's that bomb being planted, but up on the train off! Oh. No way Vadim hits that! What a round on the scout for IG to take a 14th out of nothing.
And that's broke Vici's economy.
What is that from Vadim?
He's nuts, isn't he? I'm sorry, I can't echo your level of enthusiasm. No.
Billy's throat is literally muting his excitement.
I got a big smile on my face.
Oh, wow. Well, we'll see if they can close it out from here.
Mm.
That was nuts.
Yeah, Vici's in a rough position. They're just going to rush in straight into Flying. Oh my god.
Right choice. Well, it is a 1-for-1, but X-Pro's here as well with the AWP of his own. Potential for some more action, but Tarzan is going to whip some very crucial shots. They should have been the easy ones as well. IG, the 15th round on the horizon. That bomb is about to be defused. The CT's just looking to push forward. Orman has no utility. It's all on him. He needs to make a move, but there's so many CTs. Whips a couple. That defuse. Oh. Off the bomb. Equal now. Just waiting. Vadim covering upper. Bomb defused. Orman may just try to find something in the end, but he just wants that firepower heading forward. Something extra to try and keep Vici in the game.
And even now they don't have good money, Mac. Like, this is going to be a pretty lackluster buy from Vici. See what they can scrape together. But it's not going to be much against the double AWP. 3 rifles all across IG, full utility. It's going to be quite hard to break this buy. This is a very, very nice across-the-board performance from IG as well. They're all turning up here to play today. It's on both teams, really, they are.
Yeah, everyone having a crack.
A lot of these rounds, I think IG is just having a massive, massive inflation of rounds due to the fact that they've won so many of these clutches. Otherwise, it would have been a lot closer. However, it's taken too long for Vici to get going here, and they've been too irresponsible with their economy, and they're going to be punished for it. This is their last real chance to get back into this game, and with a UMP, a Galil, with 3 rifles, that's a nice entry from Jam Young, though. He's going to go and take in his control by himself, but he gives it up.
Oh, and that was their opportunity.
That could have been it.
Too cautious. The hesitation may just cost them the round.
Maybe. Koshak's gone and applied pressure to Ivy, and he's got information over there. But they haven't rotated accordingly. The team's going to make his way over towards Ivy. Are they going to stack inner? Oh my god, this could be huge. If they stack inner here and full commit to it and get in the right positions, and Vici goes and executes inner, this could be a nightmare. That could just be the end of the game. Don't underestimate what 3 CTs can do in the proper positions holding this in as execute, Mac. They can do it.
Well, we'll see if Vici are going to be able to get over instead. There's a lineup. Good damage done, but are they going to expect so many CTs here? Jafala just can't quite hit on the angle. Manages to get a bink onto Orman and takes him down to 4 HP.
Oh, the nade.
And the placement is good. Oh,
2 HP.
HP. Bowling needs some more spin. Thrown at just the last opportunity. Now it is going to be Orman. He's gone for the wrap towards upper. Has that Molotov, which could be crucial in securing the round. Advent wants to try to work the angle here. Just waiting on the left side. There is some team damage, though. Oh, and that's so much information. Bit of an awkward situation. Vadim almost single-handedly winning the last, but this time he's lost it. Oh, that is what you call an awkward cookie.
As if people needed any more excuse to spam throwing in the chat and in the HLTV comments. Did you see that round where Vadim, he shot his teammate in the back? He's clearly throwing this game.
Clearly. Has to be.
Unbelievable. So obvious.
There's no other explanation. Except maybe a bit of miscommunication.
Except maybe he got a bit nervous.
Mm.
You ever just get a bit nervous in a big game?
Nerves, lack of communication, and, you know, just a couple of moments not looking at your map where your teammate's going.
Yeah. Or, you know, quick reflexes sometimes. You just see movement on your screen, you flick to it, you click.
Just too quick.
I'm going to lean towards that because it makes the team look the best.
Well, three-man stack on the inner bomb site from IG, looking for the two-man setup at lowers. Line as well, ready to go for a bit of a swing, but it won't find anything because the T's, they've left that position. They're happy just to go to outers. Pro is going to turn his back on Advent, who stabs it effectively. Now, CZ could have made something work, but he's just barely able to land enough bullets. Jam Young finds himself that singular. And Vadim, he's got that AWP in hand, so hasn't really been able to use it. Found a singular. Back to the 3v2, though.
They can't afford to lose these guns, Vici, every single time. Giving the Krieg to flying as well.
Well, flying fought for it. It was a nasty
Giving it
shot.
to him.
Giving it to... Okay.
How can you just give it to him? Like, can you just 1B him before he 1Bs you? Is that so hard?
Online CS is a curious, curious thing.
Nah.
Something that, you know, could change someday, maybe, onto a LAN or something.
Imagine if we had a LAN.
Nuts. Well, there's another gun lost, and that's more damage to the economy, which Vici needs if they want to keep securing these rounds and making this comeback happen. 3 more. They are currently playing for overtime, as IG just need that singular to get over the line.
They do. And Vici, at the moment, they haven't had any troubles repurchasing all their guns and utility. But say this comes down to a 1v1 and they win it, they're going to have a terrible buy. They'd have like 3 to 3.5k in the bank if they don't get the bomb plant on some of their players. Orman, Jam Young, and Advent would be doing a little bit... Never mind about Jam Young. Sorry, who? He's dead. He's out of the server. See you later. RG, they've got that man advantage and all they need to do is close it. This could be 1-0 against Vici. They need this so bad. They lost barely yesterday against Tyloo. They can't afford to lose this series.
Problem is, Jam Young is the leading fragger in the server, and now he's gone. He's out. Slow approach from Vici. Look at the passiveness from IG.
Look at the push on Ivy. Orman and Shafala. Oh my god, the Deagle again.
Oh, Equal finds the singular. Koshak as well is going to fight for this one. The Molotov's not quite deep enough, but it is going to be extinguished anyway. 2-man setup a bit towards SL, as we are going to see Equal just having a bit of BM there.
He's a cheeky boy.
2v5, it looks like this could be it. Pilly. Kaze's alive though.
37 seconds, I don't care who's alive.
We're running out of time. Advent could go huge as well. Will have to if they want any chance here. There's the timing. Kaze works it back to the 2v4. 20 seconds. The CTs, they are all going to rotate towards the outer bomb site. Advent spots some more information as well. Bit of utility is used. The last of it also. Smoke could deny the angle, but Kaze hits it 3v2. Everything going wrong. Advent needs to hold. Finds a singular, but he can't get the bomb down in time. The AWP is not in hand. Flying shuts it down with a double of his own. 16-12 is going to be the final score here on map number 1 in the series. What a map it was.
It was a heroic effort to try